Good afternoon and welcome here to Odell Arena and on the campus of Taylor University for today's first match of the 2021 McClure Fayerweather Memorial Tournament. On court one, we have Taylor, the host team, taking on Concordia. Trojans will play at 5 o'clock tonight against St. Francis of Illinois and tomorrow at 5 against Bluefield College. Abigail Austin and Concordia are on the court on the far side of the floor, and we're underway here from Odell Arena. Bragg up to Cerniak, two arms it over, saved in the back corner by Kayla Peters of Concordia. This one sent down for a kill right down the middle by Ellen Stoles of Concordia, and the Cardinals jump out to an early 1-0 lead. Concordia comes in 2-0 on the year, defeated Trinity International and Crossroads League team Huntington in a tournament a couple of weeks ago. Taylor comes in 3-1 down at the Kaiser tournament last weekend. Dig on the near side by Stephanie Fifield of Taylor. Bragg sets up Nikki Sechrist, and Taylor's on the board, and the first set is level at 1. Fifield, one of the newest members of the Trojan roster, a two-time All-League selection during her first 2 seasons out of high school at Spring Arbor, a second-team and first-team selection. Carly Ware at the bottom of your screen will send it over for the Trojans, her first serve of the afternoon. Taylor, one of the top teams in aces a year ago in the Crossroads League, but Tara Drynan comes down the middle and gets her first kill, and that puts Concordia back on top 2-1. Again, Concordia in the far court in the red uniforms, Taylor on the near side in the purple. Bragg slaps it back, and a violation called against Bragg, and it's a 2-point Concordia lead here in the opening set. Taylor at 255 in those 4 matches down at Kaiser. Concordia hit 235. And it's an ace here for the Cardinals, and they've ripped off a couple of points in a row. An ace here for Brianne June. June plays it back, and that one lands just out of bounds. So a back-to-back points given and points taken away via the service line. And Taylor back to within a deuce, down 4-2. Fifield sends it over for Taylor, received by her libero counterpart. Right down the middle, diving dig for Fifield. Bragg keeps it alive, and Ware will two-arm it over. Set to the far side pin, nobody home, and that one's easy for Kayla Peters as she played it around the solo block attempt of Ryan Cerniak. 5-2 Concordia lead with Mackenzie Peters, the libero for the Cardinals, back to serve for the first time this afternoon. Received by Fifield, Bragg over her head. Cerniak reaches back. It's played to the near side, almost out of bounds, but Kayla Peters able to keep it in. Fifield up to Bragg, near side Amanda Adams in her 5th season, and that one will go off the far side wall, and the super senior Adams is on the board with her first kill. Taylor back to within a deuce, down 5-3. Both Adams and Grace Isaacs, 2 All-League players from a year ago, have opted to take their COVID extra year of eligibility, and they're back as 5th-year seniors for the Taylor volleyball team. Nikki Parrott, a true senior. Stoles tapped, and then Ware will play it forward. Bragg in the middle. There's Isaacs off the block, and it's back-to-back kills, first from Adams and now Isaacs. And Taylor trails by 1, 5-4 here in set 1, looking for the second tie of the opening frame, and the Trojans trying to get their first lead. Parrott, one of the top 5 players in aces a year ago in the Crossroads League. She'll bash this one deep, and the Trojans unable to get the tie, going back down by a deuce. (6-4) the Concordia lead. They play out of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. They made the short trek down I-69 from Ann Arbor. Adams slaps it over. She got a piece of the block. Gets the second kill for Amanda Adams. And the 6th rotation player goes back to serve for the first time today. Taylor back down by 1, 6-5 here in set 1. As Sechrist back in for the Trojans. Austin To the near side, Peters popped into the air by Fifield of Taylor. Sechrist gets blocked, or gets kill number 2, and set 1 is tied at 6. On the slide near side, Fifield digs it high. Bragg and Parrott almost in a miscommunication, and Adams will scoop it over on a third hit. Austin to the far side. Peters tapped once, and Bragg played it back in through the hands of her teammates. And Concordia has that tie very briefly, and they go back in front by 1, 7-6. The Cardinals trying to win their 3rd match in a row to start the season. Taylor trying to pick up their 4th win in 5 tries. Their only loss of the year as Isaacs will bash that one deep. Their only loss came to number 2 Jamestown down at that tournament in Kaiser. 8-6 Concordia lead with Kayla Peters back to serve. And Parrott pulls the arms back. It goes out of play, and Taylor back to within 1. Taylor has yet to lead here in the opening set. We've been tied twice. Concordia hitting it beautifully. 4 kills on 8 tries, no errors. The Trojans 5 kills and 2 miscues. Dodane, the shortest player on the Trojan roster, will send it over. Out of system ball sent over by Concordia. Dodane screams everyone away. Adams right down Main Street trying to pick the corner, and that one will sail out of bounds, and it's back to a 2-point Concordia lead. 3rd attack error of the opening set for the home team. We apologize for no score graphics on our broadcast today. It's a move-in weekend here at Taylor, so we're extremely thin on the student worker crew as Sechrist will bash it out of play cross court from near side to far. It's a 10-7 Concordia lead here in set 1. We also want to let you folks know this will be the only Taylor match that we'll be having audio commentary for. We've got soccer tonight at 5 and soccer tomorrow at 4. And so I will be over there on the pitch when the volleyball team in here taking care of things inside Odell. Timeout for Taylor. They have had a rough opening set as Concordia has no miscues so far, and they've got 2 aces to show for it. They lead 11-7 here in set 1 on the Trojan Sports Network. Back out of the timeout. Concordia out front leading 11-7. They are hitting .444, 4 kills, no errors on 9 tries. 5 kills and 4 errors for the Trojans on now 12 swings as Sechrist has hers dug. To the back row it goes, out of bounds, too hard off the right hand of Julia Klug. Actually make that Brianne June, excuse me. Taylor's deficit back down to 3 as Casey Bragg will go back to serve. She, like her Warsaw mate, Nikki Parrott, that lefty, that high jump serve thrown high in the air, Bragg on the left side. Far side, cross-court swing, dug by Fifield, kept alive by Bragg, and Adams will send it skyward on a 3rd hit. In the middle is Austin, slide to the near side, right over the block, beautifully done by Tara Drynan for her 2nd kill of the day, as Sechrist was left all on an island on the near side pin. 2nd kill for Drynan. First Concordia player with multiple kills here in the opening frame. Adams and Sechrist each with 2 for the Trojans. And so Sechrist exits and she'll be replaced by this freshman, Sarah Scott. Scott, a tennis player mostly growing up, was under-recruited and is someone that head coach Aaron Luthi very excited about to see on the floor this season. Tapped at the net, dug by Fifield. Bragg to the near side. There's Scott right on cue. A sliding dig is Abigail Austin's of Concordia. Back row swing or a far side pin swing to the back row, too far from Breanne June. And that's just the second attack error for Concordia here in the opening set. And Taylor back to within 3. Scott exits, Carly Ware back in to serve. Also, Jalen Dunsmore's made her first appearance here of the opening frame for the Trojans. Another one of these talented freshmen in here for Taylor. Off the block and down near side, Ellen Stoles gets her second kill. And every time Taylor gets close, Concordia pushes the lead back up to 3. The Cardinals hitting .267, 6 kills and only 2 errors. Taylor has racked up errors in bunches today as Adams' swing is blocked and Concordia controls. Dug by Fifield in the back row of Taylor. Bragg back set Cerniak, and that is clinical from the all-league selection, Ryan Cerniak. First kill for the lefty senior. And Fifield, the all-league libero, back to serve. Taylor down by 3, 13-10, and they will get the point. The Fifield serve pinballed around and then sent back over and out of bounds. And Taylor has gotten to within 2 a couple of times. They got to within 1. We've only had one tie. That was at 1-1. The closest Taylor has gotten until now was trailing 8-7. Blocked over. Isaacs and Cerniak. Isaacs taps it down as they were right there on the far side, on the right side pin by Abigail Austin. So Taylor with their first block. And now they try to tie set 1 up for the second time. 13-12, the deficit right now for the Trojans. Adams and Isaacs meet her at the net. Violation called against Concordia. It looks like the Cardinals got into the net. CU asking for an explanation, and the Cardinals will call the timeout there first. Taylor has battled back. They trail. They're at set 1 even at 13 apiece here on the Trojan Sports Network. Each team with one timeout left to go here in set number 1. And we're tied for the second time here in the opening stanza. 13-13. Free ball sent over. Isaac's got her hand on it. Bragg will poke it to the far side. Kept alive by Concordia and their libero Peters. Little tap over and a miscommunication between 3 different Taylor players. Fifield, Ware, and Bragg. All 3 came in. All 3 stopped. And that little hesitation allowed the ball to drop in front on a campfire ball between those 3 young ladies. So after Taylor had gone on a 4-0 run to tie the match at 13, it's back-to-back points now for Concordia as Cerniak blocked on the far side pin. Taylor had gone on a 4-0 run to tie the set 1 at 13. Back-to-back points out of the Concordia timeout has got the Cardinals in front by 2. Adams taps over with the left hand as Concordia sets things up defensively. Diving dig. Fifield. She kept it alive for a moment, but the second hit was unable to get there by the Trojans. Beautiful change-up swing tapped over by the Concordia Cardinals. And the blink of an eye, the Cardinals lead back to 3 at 16-13. Ware to Bragg. Back set Cerniak. A laser beam dug in the far corner by Austin. Bragg in the middle. Isaacs right around the block beautifully. Had a little bit of a curl off that right-hand smash. Second termination for Isaacs, and Taylor trails by 2. Taylor hitting just 143 here in the opening stanza. Concordia much better at 250. 8 kills and 3 errors. Taylor 8 kills but 5 miscues. Quick set in the middle, slapped over. Bragg digs. Fifield keeps it alive, sets up Adams off the block, and then dug in the back row by Breanne June. Far side, Peters, dug by Fifield in the near corner by Taylor. Isaacs off the top of the net and dug by the libero Peters of Concordia. And then the Cardinals tool off the block. Ellen Stoles, her third kill, went right off of that double block on the left side pin. And it's back to a 3-point deficit for Taylor, down 17-14. Concordia much better and much more effective here offensively in the first set. Brack set Bragg. Adams blocked back over. Looks like he got more of the tape. Adams will slap it down the line, punched back over, and a quick little tap by Caitlin Vile finds the open space, and that'll force a Taylor timeout. The Trojans went on a 4-0 run. Concordia counters, scoring 5 out of 6, and they lead 18-14 here in the late stages of set 1 on the Trojan Sports Network. Taylor out of timeouts here in this opening set. Hitting less than 100, 8 kills and 6 errors on 26 tries. Concordia 9 kills and 3 errors, and they lead 18-14. Isaacs right out of the timeout and right off the block for her third termination for the super senior out of Kentucky. Both she and Adams, their recruiting class graduated a year ago, but an emphatic point for Isaacs to the Taylor bench on the near side corner at the bottom of your screen. Peters punches it over. Adams up to Bragg. Here goes Isaacs one more time. Tapped and played around. Lefty swing. Back row dig is Amanda Adams's. In the middle to Isaacs. 2 in a row for the senior. 4 kills for Isaacs. Just 1 error. And Taylor trails by 2, 18-16. Adams a curler to the right sideline. Big block, and that's 3 points in a row for Grace Isaacs. Tag teaming here with Sarah Scott. The Trojans' second block, and Isaacs has had her hand on both of them. (18-17) and now 19-17 as Concordia gets a much-needed point back. So a service error against Adams, as Taylor had all the momentum on their side. Isaacs has had the hot hand, but that one blisters out of play from the right sideline to the left. 20-17, the Concordia advantage. Taylor out of timeouts. Here in the opening frame. Isaacs will exit. But they'll call the violation, it looks like. Or will they give the kill to Isaacs? They must be giving the kill to Isaacs. Someone must have touched it for Concordia. And Taylor's back to within 1, down 19-18. Blocked and dug by Parrott, and just before it hits the concrete wall, it drops down for a kill. Our scoreboard is right in line with where we're sitting, so we're going off the live stats as Scott will miss the near side pin. Concordia screams for a violation that does not come. Bragg, far side to Dunsmore, blocked back over and kept alive by Bragg. Fifield sets up Bragg, and she'll be dug in the far left corner by Corey Fowler. Blocked to the front row by Taylor. Scott to Bragg, back set, Parrott. A real right-hand tap, dances on the net, and Concordia keeps this one alive. June to the near side, bottom corner. Fifield digs, Scott punching cross court and lands on the far side with pinpoint accuracy from the freshman Sarah Scott. So our live stats still say 20-17. And our two alternate officials will come in and have a discussion with our lead official. And so our score has changed up in official now 21-18. The Taylor deficit here in set one. Bragg, a lefty swing, almost snuck in for a kill. Bragg will swim Cerniak out of the way. They set up Scott. Nice dig on the left sideline by Concordia. Big block through the block try of Dunsmore and Cerniak. It's Breanne June with her second kill. (22-18) the Cardinal advantage. They're hitting .250 here in set one. 11 kills and just 4 errors. Bragg, the big swing from Scott. Waiting for it was Abigail Austin on the dig. Left sideline, back row dig is Amanda Adams on the Stoles try. Cerniak, no one home, but a solo block coming out of nowhere was Breanne June, as Cerniak had wide open spaces for days until June soared out of nowhere and blocked it on the right side antenna. Second block for Concordia. They're 2 points away from a first set win, but Jalen Dunsmore's first swing brings her first kill. Taylor hanging around, but needing a run here, down 23-19 here in the opening frame. Where to handle the serving for Taylor. Taylor with one ace here in the opening set. Bragg pops it. Second ball played nicely by Fifield, sets up Adams. She's dug in the back row by sliding Kayla Peters. Fifield off of a knee. Her dig goes back over the net. Cerniak jumps in to keep it alive. Dunsmore will right-hand it over, and Concordia regroups. Near side, cross-court swing Bragg on the try from Stoles. Fifield back to the right side, and Cerniak, who tools off the block and then pumps that left hand emphatically. Second kill for Cerniak. Taylor back down by 3 here in set one, 23-20. Ware with the righty smash. Austin, drop shot snuffed out by Fifield of Taylor. Bragg to Adams off the block beautifully, and Taylor back down by 2. Fourth kill for Amanda Adams, and Taylor, with their backs against the wall, has turned the tables starting in their favor. We're down 4, now down by 2, 23-21, here in set one on the Trojan Sports Network. So we've got another score update, actually make it all tied at 22 here in set number one. Kill from Adams, Cerniak. And after the June block to put Taylor down by 3, it's been Dunsmore, Cerniak, and Adams to level the first set at 22. Nice swing around the block by Tara Drynan. Her third kill puts Concordia back up by 1. Late stages set one, 23-22 Cardinals. And June will handle the serving. Smashes it deep, almost catches Ware in the teeth. Adams, left sideline, popped into the air nicely by Abigail Austin. Free balled over by Concordia. Bragg to Fifield, right sideline, Cerniak. Nice dig by the left shoulder of Mackenzie Peters of Concordia. Concordia out of system. Cerniak again, tomahawks it off the top of the net. Played back beautifully by the tiptoes of Austin. And Concordia bashes it over. Adams playing it high in the air, and it's dug by the Cardinals. Peters dug by Ware in the back row. Bragg in the middle to Dunsmore. But Concordia pinballs it around and keeps the ball alive. Long rally here. Taylor really needing a point, and Adams gives it to him with a missile from the left sideline. Fifth kill for the multi-time all-league selection Amanda Adams. 23-23 as we go back in fourth in set one. Austin, far side Peters, right over the block and right onto the elbows of Casey Bragg. Second kill for Kayla Peters, and it's set point here in set one for Concordia. Bragg, Adams, little tap over, snuffed away by Abigail Austin. Far side Peters, a right hand off the heel of the hand. Bragg from Fifield, lefty touch Isaacs, dug up, played back, and over the net by Concordia on a third hit. No! Swing and a dig nicely by Abigail Austin of Concordia. Left a space wide open, and finding it was Ellen Stoles as the Trojans left a mammoth hole open on that left sideline, and Concordia comes back and wins set one, 25-23. We're back with set two next on the Trojan Sports Network.